Hey guys, welcome once again to Relationship Flow with Covenant Amara. Thank you for joining me once again, and please hit on the red subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. Once again, thank you very much for joining me today. And like I was saying the other time, I made a video, the episode 1 of my relationship and breakup. I was telling you guys about my relationship and breakup, and that was fact. Okay, so I said I was going to continue from where I stopped. Okay, I was telling you what happened between I and the guy, and I want to remind you that I said it wasn't really. I wouldn't say that I didn't do anything wrong, whether would I accuse him or of being wrong in everything. He thought he was in love. Yes, he was in love actually. Okay, but I didn't really understand that kind of love because I saw it as an obsession. An obsession it was, because at that point he could kill anybody because of me. He could even kill me because of me. you know if I don't accept what his proposal and all that. Because when I said I never wanted the relationship anymore, he went extra mile to, I mean, it's something I wouldn't want to relate now. Okay, but then on the long run, when I broke up with him, in fact, when I told him I'm not interested in this relationship, because like I said before, I was never interested in that kind of relationship because it was so toxic. He was so into me, so choky and all of that. I liked him as a person, as I told you. He could be a friend at this time, friend, not really, get being, because of the way he was at that moment. Okay, I appreciate his love and his kindness and all that. That's why I like him. He's also understanding and patient. Yes, he is. But I wasn't patient with that kind of choky stuff, right? Even though people were still saying the same thing, that no, this person is not suitable. I wanted to find out myself why I don't like him. I don't want to go with what people say. People can actually mislead you. You don't allow people fully into your relationship. You can listen to them, yes, but you don't react. You don't do things based on what they just say. Think about it. You process it in your head before you take action. So he was so jealous, and it was harmful to me. That kind of relationship was, to me, was so harmful. Sorry guys, I'm sweating again today. There's lights, there's fun. All right, so I was so uncomfortable. I am a serious minded person. I hardly take out time for myself to even have fun or even play. I like fun, but I'm so into what I want to do, my vision, you know my goals, more than I have for play. And he wants to play sometimes. He wants to crack jokes. It's good to crack joke if have fun. But at the point where he wants that, my mind is somewhere else. So it feels like I'm not with him, and he doesn't like it. It makes me more very serious than he is. And he is so, like, he doesn't even bother himself about anything. He doesn't think like I do. Okay, no, not like he doesn't think of himself or where he's supposed to be at that point that he is not, or something like that. He thinks of achievement too. He thinks of what to do next to come up with something in life, but it doesn't really disturb him like it does disturb me. Do you understand? So I'm so focused that any little thing can actually distract me, because I know that about myself. So when he wants to come up with some kind of distractions and all of that, I turn off. You understand? I understand that it's not pleasant to him, but I can't change myself. I try to adjust sometimes, but that's not entirely me. I'll get distracted, and I don't want to be. So these are the differences we had. Okay, we had this different, even on friendship level. Okay, and some other things. On the long run, even when he left, I have to be sincere with you. I fell in love with this guy. I fell in love with him because I started missing him, his kindness, his play, and all of that. I began to see this guy would have been better for me. Me that is so serious with. I mean, he would have been better for me, like to lighten my mood up when I'm in that mood of all seriousness and all that. He blessed me a lot. He did, yes, he did. He blessed my life. He took care of me. He attended to me at any time, at any time I needed. He never said no to me. Okay? Well, because of my kind of person, and in which I don't really, blame myself entirely, because I want to think of something and I'm doing it. I don't want to get distracted. Okay? So that's just the difference between I and him. But he felt I never loved him. That another aspect of him that actually caused our breakup was because I said he was so, choky. He never want to hear or see that I even chatted with someone. To that extent that he has to hack my account with his. I mean, those these days. I mean, that was so extreme. He went to my privacy. That's my phone. Any little thing he picks my phone, what he does, I don't know. This is my phone. This is my private life. You don't touch it. You don't just take my phone without my permission. I have things there. I have documents I may not want you to see. Okay, not that I'm doing something wrong, something that I shouldn't do. You understand? But then don't, because of your insecurity, hack into my private account, hack into my phones just like that. I didn't give you my phone to fix or something. I didn't have any problem with my phone that you have to fix. So why always, holding on to my phone? Why? So I didn't like this about him. He was so insecure. I could not even, you dare not hold me. You dare not come close to me as a guy, because he would definitely think I have something with the guy, or um maybe I'm interested in the guy. You shouldn't be a female friend and you're coming close to me when he's around. Even in his absence, I don't know how he does it. Like his eyes is on me. God, I was like, what have I gotten myself into? This is not what I want. And I was still there, trying to be fair with him, trying to understand him, trying to, let him know that this is what I don't like, this is what I like. You understand? As much as I push him, the more I push him away, the closer he comes. Okay? Now I'll tell you the reason why I fell in love with him. And which is actually what I wanted. I wanted him to be so far from me that I want to realize why I love him, if I really love him, if I need him to be with me. Okay? I wanted to figure that myself. Do you understand? I wanted to figure that myself. I didn't want him to choke me, to do all he wants to do just for me to fall in love. I wanted to know that I love him. I wanted him to be far from me, so I'll know whether I truly love him. And on my birthday, he really surprised me. He did a lot of things, and he always wants to make me happy. So, but this kind of those aspects of his life is actually what I disliked about him. So it wasn't convenient for me and him at that point. But when he left, we still tried to talk, and then so it was really really uncomfortable for me. I have to tell the truth. But so when he left, I said I missed him a lot. I started missing him. I started seeing reason why I really have to bring him close to me. The needs, why he was misunderstanding me. Sometimes when you start expressing your love towards a guy as a lady, they start taking you cheap or taking you for granted. you know but that was what I was feeling deep inside of me. I believe we could work it out. I believe he can change, and I as well can make amends. I saw the need why he needs to be close to me, and I believe he saw. I mean, he accepted actually and came back to me. And then when he traveled, I just want to I want to say that the reason why we finally broke up entirely, or why it seemed like we've broken up entirely, is because of distance. Now he's somewhere else in a different state, I am in a different state. So sometimes this time relationship can be challenging as well. And then his suspicion will always grow. This call divert of a thing. Someone tried to call me and finally reached his line. He became suspicious of the guy being my boyfriend. As a matter of fact, one was just a neighbor, a family man. I mean, when he starts asking and talking about these things, this man being my boyfriend because he got a call from the person from my call divert and all of that, I begin to think, where do I even start to defend myself? Where do I even start to say, God, I'm just telling you that this person, and you're thinking that he's my boyfriend. It's someone old enough to be my father, a family man, and my neighbor. I mean, to me, I was just like, you can just easily know that I'm not this kind of person. I'm a Christian. I'm a born again. He didn't understand. He didn't even want to believe that aspect of my life at all. I'm like, why? If you don't trust me to this point, knowing that I'm a Christian and this is what I can do and what I can't do, then what are we doing? You've been with me, yet you don't believe there's any that I am a Christian, or maybe I can't do this, and because of your insecurity, you don't trust me. You've not seen any guy come to my house, and you've not seen me in any suspicious state with any guy, and so why don't you trust me? Why are you being so insecure? Like, I have male friends. I told you in the other episode, I have more of male friends than female friends because of their thinking, business level and otherwise, but certainly not intimate relationship. Even after explaining this, there are some things this guy can do for me that you will not be able to. I mean, you can't be everything to me. When it comes to business, when it comes to some intellectual knowledge, you have your own knowledge. You are good, yes. And I need you in this aspect. Yes, you can support me. But if I need other friends for other things, you cannot be everything. You cannot be a web designer, you cannot be a graphic designer, you cannot be everything at the same time. You cannot be an RT and all of that. So these are reasons why I need some other friends. You understand? And I can't be paying for everything, and I won't be asking you to pay for me for everything. But if I have these friends where I can actually negotiate with them, can talk with them, they'll have an understanding with me and they do things for me. So why are you having problem with that? Okay, so this episode 2, the one I can actually drop for you. Now, if there's any other thing I have to say again about this relationship and breakup, wait for it in the next episode. That's episode 3. And I hope you're finding this interesting. I believe also you're learning from it. Pick something from what I've just explained to you. Sometimes relationships can be toxic. Sometimes you can be patient with someone trying to amend, or trying to make someone amend, just to make a relationship just not don't look bad. Okay, make sure you're doing the right thing and don't lose yourself. Be yourself, as well as let your partner try to understand you as well. You cannot be everything. You cannot be exactly who or he wants you to be. Okay, and he can be what everything I want him to be. So let's have that understanding about our relationship. Okay, I'm actually in a hurry because I have to report to work at this moment. That's why I have to cut this video short. Thank you once again for joining me today. It's Relationship Flow with Covenant Amara, your humble friend. God bless you, and please hit on the red subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.